Hey guys, welcome back to Bonnie and Clyde Discuss. Today we are talking about stepping over your boundaries.
What does that mean exactly?
We're about to find out. So we've got 6 lovely clips for you. Some funny and satirical clips for us to look at and analyse. Are we ready to get into it?
Excelsior. Was interesting. I wonder who they're talking about.
Well, it's obviously the third person in their relationship, right? Maybe like a best friend or something.
Or parent.
But I think that's a common theme where, like, okay, there's overstepping boundaries, but it's usually because of somebody else, right? I've never been really in this position, so it's an interesting topic for me to think about, like, conceptually.
Yeah.
But there's definitely been times where, like, I've been with somebody that's had a friend that's almost been working against almost to a certain degree. And I was like, just sod off, right? And I don't know if it's like jealousy or whatever their like impressions are, but this clip's I think a really nice one of like, you know, don't let other people affect your relationship.
Yeah.
Right? If you want to get like angry and mad, it better be because of that person, not because of somebody else.
Yeah, yeah. And third parties can have a big influence, especially if you are insecure about your relationship or you're vulnerable in some way. And I think I've had, maybe not so much, but I've had third parties try to insinuate certain things or, you know, make problems where there aren't any. So you do have to be strong in your relationship. And if you're not, then you could definitely let that third person overstep the boundary and ruin something nice.
Absolutely. I think that's a nice first clip. Should we get into the next one?
Y'all want to know one thing that I cannot stand? When a dude doesn't know their place. Like, you could be friends with me, but then once you start doing extra, trying to override the friendship that we already have, then it becomes a problem. Like, if I want to be on that with you, trust me, you're gonna know. So stop trying to force it and overstep boundaries, because now you're just turning me off and I just don't even want to be friends with you at all. So if you're a dude out there and you have a pretty girlfriend, keep it friend zone until you know for sure that it's going to be the next level with y'all. Because that's nothing is more annoying than having a boyfriend that I feel like is cool, but they actually deep down inside really like me, and it just turns me off, y'all.
Okay, so she's driving, left-hand side of the car, American, we're presuming, in the back of a van, right? So before anyone complains that
she's being driven,
we hope, because otherwise she's driving very poorly. We would have heard a lot more
driving with her feet.
Driving things. But yeah, so this one's all about like a friend that's trying to become more than friends, right? And this is all about friend zone and trying to get out of the friend zone, because a lot of guys get in there when they don't really want to be there.
And they want to get out.
They want to get out and they want to
force it.
They want to
square peg into a circle hole.
Absolutely. And it just ain't going to take, right? Yeah, I think maybe you can talk about this a little bit more. It's like women know pretty quickly if they're going to if they want a bit more out of you or if they want to just be a friend with you. But how does that work?
Yeah, I mean, so in my situation, I was on an online dating site and I was meeting multiple men, and one of them I enjoyed. I loved talking to him. He was great, but I didn't feel like there was going to be another level to this relationship.
No real connection.
No, it was just going to be a friendship. And so when I met someone else that I was into romantically, you know, this other friend, newfound friend, made overtures to me that were kind of provocative. And I don't know what to do. I mean, do you shut it down, but you enjoy talking to this person?
It depends. Do you like free drinks? Do you like free bags?
Sure, but I think it's not really fair to the friend.
And I don't think it is. And I think it can be very confusing to guys sometimes about some of these signals, right? Because unless you say like, guy, I'm just not interested in you, would you mind jogging on? He's not really going to take the hint. Like we don't do hints very well. You've got to talk to us like you would a 5-year-old child or a Cocker Spaniel, right? You've got to really be strict and to the point. And I don't think women really quite understand that one. So it's more of a question of like, oh yeah, I'm just going to text you less, or I'm going to slightly text you differently.
We just
we don't take that hint.
We fade away. But no, that does not work. But I think the problem is that sometimes we can get overwhelmed with the whole like attention from different men and getting free items.
Like attention? Women like attention?
Attention's great. Or whatever.
Nice way to end that clip, I think. Absolutely. Should we get on to the next one?
Yeah. It's kind of weird, right? It's kind of weird that I text your boyfriend so much. My boyfriend... Wait. Not my boyfriend. My bestie's boyfriend. But it's like, sometimes I don't even correct it because I'm like, honestly, we're kind of all three like a couple. How is our boyfriend doing? Isn't it cute how I say that? Do we get our own wedding dresses? I'm not letting my bestie get married. Like, I'm not just gonna be at the wedding, I'm also gonna marry my bestie. And I'm gonna marry my bestie's boyfriend because we are a package deal. All three of us now get used to it because he's stuck with me. He is stuck with me. With or without you, he is stuck with me. We're basically attached at the hip. Why doesn't he just get his own room? Why doesn't he just move in where I live too?
All right, nice little clip this one. What do you think? Got anything to start us off with?
Yikes. Obviously, when your best friend is that close to your boyfriend, she might want to sleep with your boyfriend.
Presumably most women don't want to share.
Well, maybe unless
maybe
you have
do.
if
got some
that's your
fetishes
kink,
out there.
if that's your fetish, or if you have a twin.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
We should go into
That's
that more in a different
conversation.
Yeah, we're going to go into twins next time. Maybe on a different site, but
maybe so.
All right, let's get back to this clip, shall we? 'Cause we went off on a tangent there, right? So you've got a best friend that's maybe a little bit too close to your significant other,
A little bit.
let's say, and we can have whatever role switching you want in this one, right? But let's say your best friend is communicating too much, right? And you're seeing it and you need to shoot it down. How do you deal with that?
That's so tricky. So I've not actually been in that particular situation. I've kind of been in a situation where I've had friends whose boyfriends have taken an interest in me. Purely friends, we didn't do anything, but it was kind of odd that we had a lot more in common than they had with their significant other. So I sort of did the fading away, like I don't feel comfortable.
I've had this one once or twice where like a best friend has been a little bit too attached, and it didn't work out well for the friendship.
No,
it didn't.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think
it never seems to work out well.
How would that work?
Don't touch somebody else's things. is the moral of the story, I think.
Did she touch your butt?
Moving on to the next. It was a funny instance. It was funny for me, but not funny for them. So, like, if you want to ruin a relationship, go for someone that you're equally interested in as one of your friends.
Yeah.
But don't mess around with somebody that's close with you. It never seems to work.
And don't try to pass it off as, we're just palling around.
We're just pals.
In the sheets.
No, you want to go for it. Go for it. If you don't, then start off and find someone else. Yeah. Moral of the story. All right, shall we get on to the next clip?
I know that ain't, bruh. What? Oh shit. Hey, what up, bro? Bro, is that my damn do-rag? Bro, what the hell are you doing sleeping on my damn couch, man? I thought your ass went home last night. Yeah, and I thought about it when the game went off. I decided to go ahead and spend the night. Because you did say, make yourself at home, so that's exactly what I did. Because we boys, I know you wouldn't mind. Yeah, make yourself at home, not make yourself a damn home. Oh, my bad, bro. You know what, bro, I ain't even got the damn time, man. I'm about to roll in here, make some damn cereal, and roll my ass up out of here, bro. Bruh, dude, I just had a whole box of cereal in there unopened.
Oh, I love this. This is one of my favorite ones. It's like, especially when one of your friends is trying to like bum a ride off you one too many times, or like get all up in your space and try and get like $5 off you or something like this. And there's one quote that springs to mind. I've forgotten what film it was, and it was like, he still owes me $20. Shall I go and break his legs? And I think it's Sopranos or something. Anyways, I can't remember exactly what it is. And he's like, no, do you like this guy? And I'm like, no, not really. Good. Then you got rid of a bad friend for $20.
Yeah, I guess that's one way to look at it. If your friends are taking advantage of you, that's a no-no. I don't know that I've necessarily... Well, okay, maybe I have been... I think
everyone's been taken advantage of.
I've been nice to someone and then later on in retrospect realize, oh...
Have you ever had a random dude appear in your apartment and just sleeping on your couch?
No, I don't think so.
No, that's probably not. No,
yeah.
Right, yeah. Is it strange? Like, I don't think anyone's going to take it this far, but it definitely shows like...
I don't know about that.
Maybe you're
there
right.
Might
maybe there are lots of people that just randomly turn up to people. No, turning up to people's houses is one thing and saying, hey, bad situation, can I have a little bit of time?
Can I seek asylum here in your apartment?
That's fine, right?
Yeah.
But it's when it starts becoming weeks and months and years, or the family come over for a couple too many weeks and you get into that situation. That's personal experience, right?
But if someone comes over to your house and you think they left at night and they did not.
They did not. No. Or they're doing like washing up or like hoovering or something that is like your thing, or like they've now associated themselves as part of the house. No. You're going out. Should we move on to the next one?
Yeah.
Let's get on.
Wait.
What?
Sharing location just isn't good enough. Wear this body cam that I brought you.
Who's calling you?
Maya.
Who is Maya? Maya.
My sister.
She's your sister?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Just scrolling on Instagram.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey, what?
you broke my iPad?
What iPad?
This one.
Yeah, I did.
Why?
Well, you shouldn't have been messaging other females yesterday then.
It was my sister.
Yeah, well, I paid for your food yesterday, so just live, laugh, love, and appreciate what you have.
Live, laugh, love. All right, any of those little mini clips?
Well,
Stand out to you?
it's interesting because when you're younger, like when you are maybe growing up in middle school or elementary school, sometimes you handle your friends like this. You don't want your best friend to talk to any other girls on the playground. No, you only play with me.
Yeah, only play with me and my thing.
Yes.
I'm special too. But like, wearing the body cam, that stood out to me.
well-
There are some very like insecure people out there, men and women, right?
Yeah.
And we spend a lot of our time talking about, balance, right? Some men are insecure and some women are insecure.
Yeah.
But I think there's a little bit of a bias towards like, if a guy goes out at night, are you going to be checking up on them? Do you want a full download of what happened in the day, or in the night, right? Or if a girl goes out right for the night and then comes back to her guy, maybe she'll struggle to even get him off the PS5 or something like this, right? There's a different imbalance, I think, in there. This was a great clip to show the woman side of it.
Yeah, well, I mean, do men treat their male friends like that?
No, not really.
Oh.
No, like, if we go out, okay, but we leave it out, right? There's no, like, debrief afterwards. There's no, like, hey, let's review the game footage and see. Maybe we should start doing that. Actually, that's a good idea. I'm going to start wearing a body cam when we go out. We'll get some footage. Yeah, but I think it's a bit different for women where, like, if your thing goes out, then you want to know exactly what happened so that no woman has put a messy claws all over him.
Or rubbed her perfume all over your
body. You'd hate that, wouldn't you? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. So what do you think of this one? Did you like this clip?
Well, it brought back childhood memories of having friends that, I wanted their attention. I don't want them to go away. And even with boyfriends, but as I've matured, I've learned that you have to let something go out and enjoy their lives. You don't own anyone. And I'm not a possessive person. So be free. Be free, bird.
Perfect. You got that the wrong way around first, didn't you?
I did.
And on that bombshell, we'll go on to the next clip.
Yes.
All right, so this is all about like having different boundaries almost with different people, right? And there are sexual boundaries. There are loads of different boundaries out there in the world, right? But they should be static. They should be the same for everybody, because otherwise, why are they boundaries? And it's really difficult sometimes for guys to look at women, and maybe you can say how it is for women as well, when they see, and they're still part of the friends group, maybe, and they see her integrating differently with another male that maybe she's now going out with, or whatever the situation is, right? Because, like, if you change the boundaries with that relationship, if you've done the same changes, would that relationship have worked? Right? That's the point where guys kind of, like, look at it and, like, you're going out with him and you're doing that,
But you weren't doing that with me.
but you weren't doing that with me? Yeah, exactly. So, what do you think? What about the women's side?
Yeah, I mean, I think sometimes, oddly enough, women are like, oh, well, what works for you doesn't work for him, so it's fine to do that with this person, just not with you. And sometimes it's like a sort of haughty, like, well, maybe he, treats me better, and therefore I'm going to let him get away with this, and you didn't, so too bad. Which is very callous, but that's women.
Ooh. Nice way to end all of the clips on that one. I think I'm on that bombshell. Anything you stood out to you on all those clips?
Yeah, I mean, I think they were all pretty revealing of different boundaries that we have and that we create, that society sometimes structures between men and women and women and men and men. So
I think that's a great point. That's actually the exact same point I wanted to bring up. So I'm going to steal that off you.
Oh, okay.
And I'm effectively going to say, on that bombshell, I hope you really enjoyed the episode. I really enjoyed creating this one. If you liked, subscribe, comment, put all that kind of good stuff in the channel. It really helps us out. And we'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.